You asked, and so you shall receive. I am back for another episode of Nisemonogatari, and well, it ended off on a certain note, to say the least. And of course, there is hopefully some reasoning behind it. I mean, of course there's going to be some reasoning behind it, because it left off on talking about some urban legend that could transfer the illness across to Araki himself to leave his sister kind of unafflicted. And that the process wasn't risky or potentially painful, was that one of the things? But was probably inappropriate. I see why. Let's see if it can explain itself. So let's get started. Hopefully that isn't a metaphor. No, good. Did you manage to, alleviate some of the symptoms? Is he going to remember his statement earlier? Oh, and she now wants nothing to do with him. Cool. So his treatment at the hands of Gambaro has now made him uninteresting to Hachiguchi. Don't let people around here let you hear you saying that. Ooh, so that's all that he was good for, was it? Well, we're beginning to see the true Hachikushi. Why does he take her praise more than anyone else's? Nice. I kind of miss those kind of save points in games. I mean, it's annoying trying to find them when you're meant to, I don't know, eat dinner or something, but it's nostalgic. But it's still an aberration. Maybe it's not him he's worried for, is it? That might be problematic if they were. Yeah, should still be lost. And we just haven't heard of it, probably, in their own way. Probably not in such grandiose matters. So if you never find a job, you're still a child. They're trying to take on adult problems and situations. Uh, yeah, I was about to say, well, oh, that was a Detective Conan reference. I think I got that one. But we think, well, we know that she's more adult than she looks. Hmm. Don't try and put anything attributing to Hachikuchi like not reappearing. She's one of the voices of reason to Araragi. You see, it's always when he has some kind of conversation with Hachikuchi and Hanekawa, and to a certain extent, like Kamuro, that he has an epiphany about how he should deal with the problem. That usually is about how he sees himself dealing with it. Whereas the others kind of help him more in more tangible ways. Hopefully there isn't going to be a hive of these Rayfire bees. Uh, nope. Maybe one. Yeah, what has he done this time? Has he forgotten that he's meant to be studying? Can we take her word for it though? Ah. Impressive. Summer. I don't think she'd be so easily. Back to the topic at hand, yes. And he's probably not one to change his. Well, actually, no. If he is a conman, he might change his office. So the people that have such a shoddy business card, calling themselves a Ghostbuster, I'm not sure if that's the actual translation, could lie about it. Of course, it's the professional-looking people that are the true liars. She fashioning a crossbow out of pencils. Yeah, he can't turn away and ignore it, can he? He wouldn't have anyway. Yes, it's like some other characters in other shows that we're watching. Yeah, there's a certain personal matters that need to be solved. It depends on the severity of their offences. That was kind of cool. A lot of people do, but some more than others. Did he force the rift between them? But he sped up the problem. Hmm. Was it malice that he caused? Well, the reason that. Yeah, or was it the gain of money? She's being overly honest once again. Can't they just say that they've got vested interest either side? Hmm. But she couldn't. I get it now. Well, he's a con man in the terms of he wants it. He's doing it for the money, and he doesn't actually solve the issue. But no one said that he wasn't supernatural in some aspects. In fact, that would probably give him the edge, wouldn't it? So if you can get through to them and their moral sensibilities, unfortunately it doesn't seem to be this easy. But it's illegal to... Oh. Is he not gonna, give up on her? Yep, understatement. Well done. Yeah, weird way of showing your appreciation. Quite some magical pencils you've got there. Once again, hear the conditions before accepting. Okay, so that's the reference she's making. Okay. Still, yeah, what is this request that she's wanting? Just... Great. You don't have to be so forthright with it, yes. Keep your meta jokes. If you don't snap your own neck with those head tilts. Now, hopefully, nothing goes seriously wrong in between the time that they're meant to meet again. Yes, because he's actually someone to be wary of. For what reasons? Several that I can think of, but... Okay, brilliant. Yeah, freaking out isn't going to help the situation. She's probably gone out to try and find this Kaiki guy. Or, that's the obvious one. Or she's gone to help some other people in trouble. Is she going to be able to here home alone waiting for them? He promised he won't get angry, but there are limits to that. But does that also mean that she's close to the house? So their emotions are connected. Crap. Lost. Does she have any information for us? Does it also work in reverse? Wow. Oh no. Do you really have to act out this little scene? So could she track her down like that? Like a bloodhound? Useful that they have a vampire nearby. And by nearby, I mean technically living in your shadow and your subconscious. Would be useful, but also incredibly problematic. You see, this symbiotic relationship that he has with Shinobu is interesting. And this was definitely setting up a lot of intense points for the next episode, and I'm slightly aggravated that it's ending where it is, but oh well. Before I really start thinking about anything that I can pick up on, the fact that Senjugahara wants to have this final bit of closure so that she can put the events of her past behind her is all too realistic as to anyone's normal reaction to events such as these. To any strenuous about events, at least. Because the way that our psychology works, at least to my pitiful understanding of it, having, as I stated earlier, closure is a stopping point so that he isn't worked up on, overthought, having unintentional baggage and stress and emotions tagged onto things, and is a way to kind of calm everything. And if you let things build up for too long, that's when you can snap and cause some serious damage, psychologically and probably physically as well. Now obviously Hachikuchi was a bit perturbed by the fact how he's no longer assaulting her. However, he kind of promised it on himself, didn't he? Because of the incident with Gamboro, and how he didn't quite appreciate it when the tables were turned. But it was, as I had said before, and what I was thinking, where she doesn't really have much chance for those kind of interactions with anyone. So maybe he was a nice break in the boredom for her. Something a bit different. But please don't take this as a justification for anything that you might be thinking. Doesn't work in reality. Am I going to think any more as to the ramifications as to he removed some of the curse from his sister? Or do I just let that slide and hope it was just subverting what we were meant to be thinking about that? But then also mentioning Oshino brings me to wonder if he would have had any solutions for this, and how much of it was exactly just made up on the spot, kind of pulled out of his ass, but working out. But I definitely am enjoying Monogatari, and I'm glad that I got the opportunity to sort of start watching it all those, months ago now. It's definitely gotten me thinking a bit more. Quite often not on the right track, but gotten me thinking. Of course, if you have enjoyed it and want to see more, then liking the video at least lets me know that, well, you want to see more. It kind of makes it more makes me feel like I should do a bit of a job as to figure out what's going on and not stumble through it like a moron. Unfortunately, that would be my forte. Hopefully you can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Notification bell to make sure you don't miss anything. And if there's anything you want me to see that I'm not currently thinking about, make sure to let me know. You can check if it's already... You can check to see if I already know about it by using the links in the description to go and check out my anime list, which has a list of everything that has been suggested, most things that have been suggested, that I have so far put up on there. And with that said, unless you want to join my Discord, that's going to be it for tonight. As long as you've reached this far into the video, you know what to do. Stay awesome, get some rest, and I'll see you in the next one.